When I first got involved with web design and the internet, it was 1994. It was December 94. You were still in your mom's belly, and we lived on the beach. They used to call it the information superhighway. So I've told people that I've been building websites so long that when I began, dinosaurs were walking on the information superhighway. It's corny, I know. Anyway, when I started web design, a company called Netscape, I know you've never heard of them, they came out with this invention called a browser. You could actually see pictures on the web. It was unbelievable. On the internet, you could see pictures. And that led to what we have now. Remember, it was Netscape 1.1 that I was using. And there were various other browsers and web design tools that came along. I remember one called Hot Dog. Anyway, I started this whole thing. When I began, we had a store downtown St. Pete, and I wanted out of retail so bad. And so I started a website. Within a few months, the site was doing gangbusters. I had won all sorts of awards. Back in those days, awards actually meant something. And I was written up in some international as well as national magazines. So I figured, I'm pretty good at this thing. I am going to hang up a shingle and not only have a website, I'm going to be a professional website creator. And that's when this thing began. At one point, probably late 96, I was overwhelmed doing both. I couldn't decide what I should do. Should I continue with the e-commerce part, the website, which was called the 60s Trading Post for the 90s. It was kind of an old 60-esque website. I wasn't all that into selling incense and lava lamps. So I gave it up in favor of full-time web design. I figured I'm a dad, and it's a little more respectable to say I have a web design consultation business. Well, I would be a millionaire today if I had kept the e-commerce store going. No regrets. If I could do it over again. I remember after your mom and I divorced, when we split up pending divorce, I was in a bar, nice bar, beach bar in St. Pete Beach, and sipping on my beer and eating buffalo shrimp. And there were a couple of attractive women in the bar. Women were still attracted to me in those days, and they came up and sat next to me, and we began a conversation, and it got around to what I did for a living. And when I told them I designed websites, they got up and left. I later realized, and you have to remember this is like 1995, 96, that they had never heard of the web, and they thought I played with spiders and I was some type of weirdo. Anyway, the web's been good to me. I've been designing sites now since before you were born. And I've helped a lot of companies make a lot of money, even periodically made a lot of money for us. Anyway, that's the story. And I love you, babe.